Welcome to another Unwinding with Fiber and Fabric, and welcome to the first day of Vlogmas 2022. As I've said in my previous videos, I have my basket of little bundles of fun ready to spin. I have my countdown mini quilt behind me. I am decorated, at least this corner of the house, for Christmas. I find that December this year has come much more quickly than I anticipated, but I am making myself the goal to every day take time to spin, take time to unwind, and take time to enjoy the holiday season. So, in my little jar, I have my suggestion as to what I need to do today to be festive. And I have my bundles of fluff besides me. So I think we're going to draw from the jar at the end of this spinning. Let's see how that goes. Let's just go ahead and dig in to the fiber. I'm going to get a fancy drop cloth. Whoops. For my lap. A little bit festive for the holidays. There's a little tablecloth that my grandmother had made back in the days where they played cards around a card table. Getting my feet on the wheel, and I'm just going to close my eyes and reach in and grab a basket or bag out of the basket. So, as I've said in my previous videos, if you haven't watched them, feel free to go back and check them out. But I decided to spin some Finn sheep fleece that I have, that I've dyed up a variety of shades of yellow and green. But I also, in addition to the fiber, put a couple little pieces of chocolate, little chocolate present for me. So this is really like an Advent. I've got another little German chocolate. My son's in Germany, and so he made sure we had some chocolate to go in my Advent calendar. So I have my snacks ready, and I have a little card that tells me that this first fiber that I am spinning was dyed from the color leaf green, but this is the exhaust. So as I said in my last video, rather than doing a bunch of different colors, I did up 13 dye baths, and then I used the leftover dye from each of those little pots of color to dye the remnants. So I wanted to exhaust exhaust all the dye. Okay, enough with that. Let's just go ahead and get spinning. Otherwise, this is going to take us forever. Let's see. Now, I dyed up and carded up somewhere between 10 and 12 grams of fiber. When I did my test, spin before doing all of this, I was using a lighter weight, finer fiber, and so I only did 8 grams, and it took me about 15 minutes to spin. And I wanted to start with an empty bobbin, and and so I'm not even sure I have the wheel ready. I probably should have done a test spin and had it all set up for this fiber. Alas. But we will proceed. We will make this work. Now, I have a second camera going, and I will try to also show some footage as I spin from a different angle. But I think, even though it's dark, you are seeing. So this Finn sheep is spinning. Wow, this is spinning up really, really fast. It's a medium. My specific staple length is about 3 to 4 inches. It has the fleece has the luster of a long wool, but it is not quite as long and coarse as some. So I think we're going to get this spun in a 15-minute period of time. So the first video, I guess I'm supposed to be talking. Drafted away from me. Maybe, rather than talking, I will just show the video of me spinning with pretty Christmas music going on in the background. I do appreciate those of you that are going on this journey with me. It's a little bit different. I'm challenging myself to do something a little bit different, a little bit outside of my comfort zone. But this whole entire Vlogmas is to step out of my normal routine. Normally at Christmas time, normally by Thanksgiving, I've wiped myself down. I've exhausted myself. I am melting down on, Thanksgiving Day. I've tried to do so much, and then I reboot for a little bit. I pull myself back together, and then I start to scramble. Oh my goodness, start to absolutely scramble to try to get everything done for Christmas. When my kids were little and I was making Christmas pajamas, I can't tell you the number of times I found myself Christmas Eve well into the dark hours finishing up some sort of project, some sort of thing that was going to go under the tree for the next day. I'm trying to break myself of that crazy habit. Crafters always have something that they're working on. I have a little sign, and I'll try to remember to show a picture. I have a little sign that says, "Keep calm and finish it by Christmas." I leave it up year round because it can always be finished for next Christmas. And that's one of the things I've been trying to teach myself, is to not get so caught up, not get so worried. Dropped all my fiber. It doesn't do us a whole lot of good to delve into the Christmas, the holiday season altogether, if we're just going to get so stressed that we can't feel the joy of the season, that we can't find any peace. So that's some of what I am really trying to attempt with Vlogmas this year, and I hope you will join me in this challenge, because that's what this really is. In this challenge of finding time every day of December to unwind, to treat ourselves with the kindness and the love and the caring that we're putting into our projects, into our crafts, into our baking, whatever we're doing. All that kindness and love that we're putting into those things for others, I think it's a good challenge to actually spend some time treating ourselves that way too. So, I guess I could call Vlogmas 2022 the year of self-kindness. Maybe. Who knows? That might even be the title. I think sometimes we feel like we're being selfish when we take care of ourselves first. We think that if we take care of ourselves, we're not spending enough time taking care of others, that we're being selfish because, somebody else's crisis isn't being handled. But one of the things I have learned over the years, as a crafter, as a caregiver, as just someone, I have to remember to advance my spinning. Oh my goodness. as a person who does spend a lot of time thinking about how they can help or inspire or teach or support others, as that kind of a person by nature, first, it means I've gravitated to the Christmas season from, just in a way that is sometimes a bit zealous. But it also means that I do tend to overdo it. I tend to get so concerned about how I'm helping others that I wear myself down. And as I got older, and especially as it finally became clear that there was some underlying health issues making me wear down a little faster than maybe, say, others, I started to realize that if I wear myself out, if I focus so much on what I'm giving everyone else, that I don't take the time to take care of myself, that sometimes the taking care of me doesn't happen. Or I think also what happens is it makes the people around us feel badly when we do fall down, when we do finally crash. They feel badly that they haven't taken good enough care of us. And that's one of the things, now that I have adult children, I'm noticing. If I don't take care of myself, they have a tendency to feel they've done something wrong. And I have to wonder if even as little kids, that's how they sometimes felt. So this year is about remembering to take time to take care of ourselves so that we can help, support, and take care of others. 2022 for me, for my family, has had a lot of discussion about mental health. And I don't want to go into any of that right now. What I want to say, though, is that with that discussion has come the realization that when we don't take care of ourselves, we do end up creating distressful emotions and feelings in the people that love us. And oh my goodness, as crafters, that's the last thing we want to do. We're I saw a meme that said, crafters, we don't have the hot glue gun, we burned ourselves so many times that we no longer have fingerprints. Well, the truth is, I think spinning wears off our fingerprints a lot faster than we realize. And I've never had very good fingerprints, and my hands now, my fingertips at times really do feel smooth. So we wear ourselves down, we wear ourselves out doing all this crafting because we love to craft, but we also love the people in our lives that we want to share these things with. And I think the best thing we can do, the best gift we can give during the holiday season, is to give our family and friends the healthiest version of us that we can. So, I had no idea that that's where this video was going to go. I'm noticing the time is already getting close to that 15-minute mark, and I do not have much fiber left, so I think I am pretty close to being on track with my estimation of how long these videos are going to be. My goal is to have them shorter than 20 minutes. We will see how we go. And at the end, by possibly New Year's, I will have some interesting green yarn to knit up. So I know that, I might as well mention it. So I know that the tradition of spinners in the past has been to set the wheel aside and not spin for the day Christmas and the days following Christmas, and then we return to spinning on Distaff's Day. I've done a little video about that. There's, you can search that. But the thing is, one of the big joys I've had in the past was spinning on New Year's Eve. That's how I would ring in the New Year. I would stay up spinning until New Year's Eve, and I often did it with one of my kids. So I think what I will probably do, rather than wait till Distaff Day to ply this, I will probably try to ply this on New Year's Eve. That may be my goal, and I may even do a little recording and share that. My husband's work schedule may have it to where I'm ringing in the new year by myself, but, well, I shouldn't say by myself. I am never by myself. I have the cats. I don't live out in the middle of nowhere anymore, so I'm not isolated. Plus, I suspect I will be ringing in the new year, possibly video chatting with one or both of my kids. Who knows? There we have it. We are almost to the end. I have to say that this is a fun fiber to spin if you have access to fin sheep fleece. I recommend giving it a try. It is definitely a good spin. And that, wow, okay, so that took me just under 15 minutes of actual spinning time. Well, now we should open this up. Okay. So to remind everyone what's in the jar. In here are suggestions as to things I can do each day to bring in the holiday spirit and enjoy the moment. And a couple things to just relax. So, well, that one kind of jumped out at me. Let's go ahead and open this one. And it says, try a new design. And I think I can definitely do that. So what I think I will do is, now, some of these will not be things I can visually share. Some of them are like read a book or take a hot bath. Don't think I'm going to be sharing those, either one of those, because I'll be reading. If I'm reading a good book, I'll probably be in my pajamas. And if I'm taking a bath, well, let's just say we don't want that. Nobody wants that footage. So, if I have something like try a new design, I will tag at the end, I will put at the end of this video, some photos of whatever it is that I has tongue-tied as the suggestion. So I just want to now say thank you for joining me on this first video of Vlogmas 2022. I suspect they will get easier for me. I will remember and get into the swing of things as we go along. I hope that you will subscribe, that you'll hit like, and do all of those things. And I want to remind you to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, Pioneer Lady at Pithy Ponderings, to see close-up pictures of things like my countdown, my calendar, December calendar mini quilts. So I guess until tomorrow, we're going to call this one a wrap. and see if this gets easier. I hope you've had some enjoyment as I have spun for this Vlogmas day. I hope that you have taken time to unwind with fiber and fabric, and maybe you will try something fun and unusual, or just a change of pace, or just a tradition that you've had in the past that you've forgotten. I hope that you will try something like that as you go through December unwinding with fiber and fabric. We'll see you tomorrow.